Greetings and salutations and welcome to the Brahma Bulletin. Thank you all so much for watching this week. I greatly appreciate you one and all. And now, this week's stories. 6 more players have signed letters of intent to join the 210 Ranchero. Rodney Allen claimed from the IFL Combine. Now, I previously did a player in the spotlight video on him. Joe Kroll also claimed from the IFL Combine. Michael Kennedy claimed from the XFL Combine. Lorenzo McCaskill claimed from the rookie draft. Chris Smith also claimed from the rookie draft. Nazir Wright and Carrie Angeline. The XFL wrapped up both their showcases along with their specialist showcase. The XFL showcases returned this past weekend in Orlando with more than 300 players competing in front of XFL coaches and administrators at Celebration High School. The XFL Supplemental Showcase in Orlando was the first showcase since the XFL Combine in July, with another set later this month in San Diego. The previous XFL showcases held over the spring and summer were feeder events into the XFL Combine held at Choctaw Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Those showcases were held in Atlanta, St. Louis, Maryland, Houston, and Tempe, Arizona. Both supplemental showcases in Orlando and San Diego are building toward the XFL supplemental drafts. Players who perform well at these events will put themselves in a position to be selected. The XFL, in conjunction with American National Combines, held its final showcase of the year on Saturday at Maranatha Christian School in San Diego, California. Several XFL league and team staff were at the event, including VP of Football Operations David Dykman, San Antonio Brahmas Director of Player Personnel Will Lewis, St. Louis Battlehawks Director of Player Personnel Dave Baller, and Houston Roughnecks Offensive Coordinator A.J. Smith. The following day, Nick Novak held his second annual XFL Specialist Showcase, also in San Diego. Sheriff Manasseh's posse continues to grow. Re-signed offensive line Joshua Otis. Signed linebacker Ricky Wyatt. Signed wide receiver Prince Shanola. Re-signed linebacker Nico Thomas. Signed linebacker safety Giovanni Sanders. There will be no repeating this year as champions, as SAFC lost 3-1 to Sacramento in the Western Conference semifinals. And now, our Brahma in the Spotlight. This week it is Marcus Cooper, running back, Incarnate Word. On October 31st of 2022, Marcus Cooper was awarded a Southland Offensive Player of the Week. He was also named Southland Conference Offensive Player of the Week on November 21st of 2022. And also in 2022, he was named All Southland Conference Football Second Team. Marcus Cooper's overall collegiate stats. He finished with 385 carries for 2,371 yards, an average of 6.2 yards per carry, with 23 touchdowns and his longest one of 78 yards. He also finished with 115 receptions for 1,030 yards, an average of 9 yards per reception, 5 touchdowns, with a long of 60 yards. And that's our Brahma in the Spotlight, Marcus Cooper, running back from the University of the Incarnate Word. And that's all for this week. If you found this episode entertaining and informative, please let me know by clicking on that like button. Also, please consider subscribing to this channel to keep up to date on all things San Antonio Brahmas. If you're listening on Spotify, would you mind taking a few moments to rate this show? I greatly appreciate you one and all. Thank you all so much for watching. And now, I think it's time for this Brahma to be put out to pasture. At least until the next episode. Until then, San Antonio, horns forward.